Hey everyone, Mediocre Mountain Biker here. We're gonna put this wolf tooth sustain piece on, and maybe we'll figure out how this works, how it converts this mechanical cable signal to work with a hydraulic reverb seat post. So here's the sustain B. This part goes in the bottom of your seat post. It replaces the hydraulic hose assembly. So basically this is the lower piece that comes with the sustain, and this is your regular shift cable. It hooks onto that piece there. So let's see if I can do this. So basically when you pull the lever, this cable will shorten and the housing end will push on here, and basically these two forked pieces will go through the sustain and push something inside the reverb. So I can simulate it for you. If I can get this installed in. It would normally sit like this, and then if you pull the lever, so pulling on the cable, there's no lever there now, pushes those forks out. So once I get the end of the reverb off, I'll take a look inside and see what happens there. Alright, well, here is the hydraulic hose assembly. There's the quick disconnect. You can see there's a little, you can't, but there's a thing in there that shuts off the fluid from falling out if it's disconnected. So that piece screws into this end. Focus. Okay. And this silver end went into the bottom of the post, and there was a bunch of fluid in there. And so you replace this piece on your reverb with the sustain, which I have in place right now. It will focus. Focus! Anyway, so there it is. I suspect what's happening is when you push your hydraulic remote button, pressurizes the line, fluid pressurizes here, the fluid in this chamber will push against a piston that is in here above the sustain piece. So now what happens is that this piece on the cable, instead of hydraulic fluid pushing that piston inside the seat post, it's now this piece pushing the piston. Here it is all put together, ready to go back into the seat, to the frame. And here's our cable, cable end. This piece is that forked thing that goes in and out. This is the same piece, and the rest of this from basically my fingernail, shaky hands, fingernail upward is the reverb post. So as you pull the cable, this piece here goes into the sustain piece, pushes whatever's in there, probably a hydraulic piston, and it lets the seat post compress or get shorter. I should also mention, and I was worried after I pulled the hydraulic hose out for the Rockshox remote, that I was going to have a big pain in the butt feeding this cable housing in. Not the case. Can't see it in there, but this dropper post routing, it's all enclosed. It doesn't rattle around on the inside. So you put it in there, feeds in through its own dedicated tunnel, and then about at this point, there's a little hole where the housing pops out. It feeds straight up, so you don't have to negotiate that bend by some kind of magic. So that's pretty awesome of Santa Cruz to design it that way. So I've been using the wolf tooth lever for about a month now, and it's been performing flawlessly. It did loosen up because I didn't know there's a side-to-side adjustment, and I didn't tighten that down after I first installed it. So that was one little hiccup. That was my fault. But this thing works really well. I love the ergonomics. It's really grippy and just feels much better than the hydraulic plunger lever. So no problems at all, and pretty happy with this. So for mine, I have mine on with the matchmaker clamp adapter. Basically, I can adjust it to be over here or the other way. And also on the wolf tooth lever, you can see under there, this screw, or bolt I should say. Loosen that and it will allow you to move this inboard or outboard depending on your taste. I should mention one thing you do lose switching to this cable actuated remote is the loss of a speed adjustment, which actually I didn't know about until like a month into owning this bike. Basically, the Rockshox remote had a plus minus adjustment you could do. And I mean, that's plenty fast or plenty slow depending on how you want to look at it.